Hey there, beautiful people. This is Lindy Ford, registered dietitian, clinical and licensed nutritionist, and nutrition detective. So in past videos, I have done something called Lindy's Latest Likes, and they have been about food items that I love to consume and that are healthy and taste good. Well, today I'm switching gears a little bit. I am doing something on skincare and cosmetic products. Now, I have to tell you this. I have to give you a couple disclaimers. First of all, I'm really using more universal products that are good for everyone, because I have a problem. I have excessively oily skin. It's a hereditary condition. It's kind of like when you put your makeup on and about an hour later, it just starts sliding off your face. I mean, my skin is extremely oily, and so most of you are not going to have that issue. So you're not going to want to know what moisturizer I use, because it's not going to be something that's going to be appropriate for your skin. So the other thing too is I have struggled with my skin my whole life. Like I said, since I was a teenager, because of that oiliness. I also had cystic acne, and so I'm just giving it to you straight, telling you the truth. I actually had to go on a pretty strong drug called Accutane. Now, don't write me about how bad Accutane is. I know how strong that drug is, but I can tell you that when you get desperate, when you have skin issues, and there's nothing else that works, and it's just a short amount of time that you have to take it. I did take it, and it did clear up my cystic acne, but the oiliness is still there at my ripe old age. So I can tell you that I am really careful about my skincare products, but also, I'm careful because our skin is the biggest organ of our bodies. And a lot of times, people are really careful about the foods that they eat. They're eating all organic, but they're slathering on lotions and potions and all kinds of cosmetics that are actually doing harm to their bodies, because anything that you put on your skin is going to get into your body and could have some serious side effects. And we're going to talk about that today. Also, I want to tell you that I am a skincare and cosmetic junkie. I mean, it's true confessions time. I have to be honest with you guys. You can ask my husband. He will tell you, we have this long vanity in our bathroom, and I think my skincare and my cosmetic items takes up about 3/4 of that vanity. And sometimes it even goes a little bit beyond, right into his little area. And he calls it encroaching. He says, your stuff is encroaching on me. But the poor man, I mean, he only has like 4 products that he uses, and I use a whole lot more. And I'm going to actually share 3 of those products with you today. 3 of the products that I really love. But before I do that, I want to tell you why I'm so passionate about what you're putting on your skin. And some of this is coming from a really great organization called the EWG, or the Environmental Working Group. And what they do is they analyze thousands and thousands of products, and they tell you if the product has a lot of chemicals in it and what to be aware of. And they have like their green, yellow, red light products. And I try to strive for the greens. Sometimes I veer over into the yellow products, which means kind of caution, yield products. But for the most part, I try to put only the green products on my skin. And that's not in every case, but I try very hard. And I just have to say this, guys. I realize that we don't live in a bubble. I know that we can't protect ourselves against every chemical out there, because there's just too many things that are there to assault us. But we need to be, I guess, more cautious about what we're putting on our skin. What we're putting in our bodies, because we can't eliminate all of the exposure, but we can greatly reduce a lot of the exposure that we have to these chemicals, because they're all around us. And unfortunately, it's getting worse. I mean, there's a lot more chemicals in the environment than there was even 20 years ago. And who we really need to be concerned about are our children. Our children are being exposed more and more to where you're even seeing these chemicals showing up in the umbilical cords of mothers, and that's a real dangerous thing. Our kids are being exposed, and it's causing some bad health problems for our children. So what I'm going to do right now is I am actually going to go over some of the chemicals, not all of them. They just would take too long, but some of the chemicals that I want you to be aware of. So the first thing I want to tell you about are parabens, and these are preservatives. and they are there to prevent mold and bacteria, which really are the least of our problems, because these parabens are estrogen mimickers, or they have estrogen mimicking properties, and that is an endocrine disruptor. And when I say endocrine disruptor, folks, what I mean by that is hormone disruptor. These are like, I call them Frankenhormones. Some people call them xenohormones, but I call them Frankenhormones because they are monsters in our bodies. They actually look like a hormone, but they're really not a hormone. And they sit on our receptor sites and they wreak havoc in our bodies and give us imbalances in hormones. And I'm seeing that more and more in my practice, even at younger and younger ages, teenagers and kids that have hormone imbalances. And a lot of it's from our food supply, yes, because we have a lot of chemicals in our food supply, but I think, unbeknownst to us, there's a lot of that going on in the skincare that we are putting on our bodies. So the second thing, and also they increase the risk of breast cancer. So the second one is synthetic colors. These are petroleum or coal tar source products, and they are a carcinogen. Carcinogen means cancer causing. And they also increase the risk of breast cancer. The third one is phthalates or phthalates. And these actually increase the flexibility and the softness of our products. We really all need flexible and soft products, don't we? Well, they make them feel really good, but they do really bad things in your body. I can tell you that. So there is dibutyl phthalate in nail polish, diethyl phthalate in perfume, and dimethyl phthalate in hairspray. They are, again, endocrine disruptors. They increase the risk of breast cancer and also early breast development in girls, which is not a good thing. They also disrupt the reproductive system of males and females. Bad. We don't want them in our children or in our own bodies. So another one is Triclosan. And Triclosan is this chemical that's in hand sanitizers. And hand sanitizers, you know what? They're just as effective as soap and water. So we know that by studies. Just use soap and water. Triclosan has actually been outlawed by the FDA, which is a really great thing, but it's an endocrine disruptor and it contributes to making bacteria antibiotic resistant. So it's something to stay away from. A biggie, this is the big daddy of probably all of them, and one that you'll find in like 80 to 90% of your personal care as well as cleaning products, and that is sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium laureth sulfate. If you see those words, I would say run the other way. Stay clear of that product. Here's the good part. In the last year, I see more and more products that say sulfate free, especially in shampoos, because it used to be where 100% of shampoos had these sulfates, and now I'm seeing no sulfates in a lot of products. They're in body washes, they're in acne medication, they're in lotions, they're in so many things. So it's sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium laureth sulfate. And I have to say this, since I have started a couple years ago using sulfate-free shampoos, my hair actually is better and softer. And because these are very harsh chemicals as well. It's a sudsing agent. So I just don't get as many suds. I'm okay with that if my hair is going to look better and I don't have all those chemicals seeping into my body. So I'm happy with that. So there are other ones as well. There's formaldehyde, which is a preservative, which is bad for you. Toluene, which are in nail polishes and other things. And propylene glycol. And I can name a whole bunch more. But there's one other class that I want you to be aware of, and that is sunscreen. Please, I'm going to do a whole other video on sunscreens, but there's tons of chemical in sunscreens. Be careful what you're spraying all over your kids. I live at the beach. I see people slathering themselves in sunscreen. And a lot of these chemicals, most of these chemicals that are in sunscreens are endocrine disruptors. Again, we don't want them in our bodies. We don't want them in our kids' bodies. So I told you that these are Lindy's latest likes, and there are 3 products that I'm going to highlight today. Now, of course, I have lots of products. This is not all of the products that I like and that I use, but these are 3 that don't have a lot of chemicals and that I use almost every day. And the first one, y'all know about Burt's Bees. Most everybody has heard about Burt's Bees, but this is one lotion that I particularly like. It's called their Radiance Lotion. It's made with royal jelly, has none of those chemicals in it. They say it's like 99%, chemical free. Has lots of good healing, wonderful natural emollients in it. It's got sunflower oil and aloe and a lot of good things in it. The other thing that I love about this lotion, they make a lot of good lotions, but this is my favorite because it's the Radiance Lotion. It has a little bit of mica in it, which adds a sheen to your skin, which is not like that teenage glittery look. It's just a nice natural sheen, and I love the way that looks in the summertime especially. So Burt's Bees Radiance Lotion is my first pick that I love. The second one actually had the dreaded parabens in it for a while, so I stopped using it. And then just recently, a friend of mine told me that this product doesn't have the parabens in it anymore. And it is the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. I want to show that to you. Now, I got to say this. This is a high-end product. This is more of an expensive product, but it is one that is my guilty pleasure, my little indulgence. I love this product so much. I don't even know where I got this. It might have been Ulta. You can get it in a lot of different places, but you can't buy this at a drugstore. It is a high-end product. This is for all skin types, and what I love about it is it's an exfoliant that really helps to get the dead skin off of you. But the thing about it is you can use it every day. It's very gentle. It's made with like rice bran flour. It's got some anti-acne properties in it, like salicylic acid and some other good natural things. No parabens. It doesn't have any of the phthalates. It doesn't have a lot of the different chemicals that we talked about. So this is the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant, and it really is for any skin type. And love me this. And I'm going to tell you something, exfoliation, guys, I'm going to be talking about that a lot. It's important for your skin. You need to be exfoliating. Doesn't matter what age you are. And then the last product that I want to talk to you about is one that I have been using for years and years and years, and will never stop using it. I hope if it ever goes away, I will be a very sad girl. And that is the Jason Quick Clean Makeup Remover. Now, I don't, because of my oily skin, because of my acne prone skin, I don't use this actually on my face. It's got too many emollients in it, but I do use it on my eyes. I take all my eye makeup off every day. Let me show it to you. With this every single day. And when the company has a sale, I buy like 10 of these at a time. I've been known to even buy more than that at a time because I always kind of like to stock up. This has aloe, it has cucumber in it, lots of healing, emollient-rich natural ingredients. Again, none of those chemicals. Love this makeup remover. If you don't have my kind of skin, if you don't have excessively oily skin, you can actually use it on your face to take your makeup off. So it's a great makeup remover instead of some of the chemical-laden ones. So I'm so glad that you joined me today. Thank you so much. And just remember, again, that we can't get away from all of these chemicals, but we can limit our exposure. So be wise, be savvy, be smart about what you are putting on your skin every single day, because it really does matter. And it really does matter in the lives of your children as well. So thank you so much. And please, if you don't mind, just join our little family here. Join our YouTube community and subscribe. There's a little button down there. See a little button? Please just subscribe below and like me on Facebook, Lindy Ford Nutrition and Wellness. Follow me on Twitter. And remember that everybody deserves to be optimally healthy. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.